We all have this idea, right? We want to build a little wealth, create some financial freedom. But let's be real for a second. Getting started, it feels impossible sometimes. It's just so overwhelming. You've got all this advice coming at you from every direction, and you're left wondering, okay, who do I actually listen to? Where do I even start? But look, you're here. That means you're ready to take the wheel. You're ready to build a future where your money is working for you around the clock instead of you always working for it. And that right there, that's the big hurdle, isn't it? You hear all this complicated jargon, you're worried about making some huge mistake, and it's just paralyzing. Honestly, for most people, that feeling is enough to make them just stop before they even get going. Okay, but here's the good news. The secret? There is no secret. Financial growth isn't about winning the lottery or finding some magic trick. It's just a process. It's all about taking simple, consistent steps, one after another, that build on each other over time. And in this explainer, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to break down that plan for you step by step. So, look, if you're really serious about building your financial future, think of this as your official starting line. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and hey, let's grow together. All right, let's dive into the game plan. We've got 4 main parts. First up, mindset, because that's where it all starts. Then we'll focus on building a secure foundation. After that, we get to the fun stuff, making your money work. And to wrap it all up, we'll talk about the one big key to success that ties it all together. Okay, part 1, mindset. And honestly, this is the most important step of all, because before you even think about a budget or an investment, the real work happens right up here in your head. You can have the best strategies in the world, but if your mindset isn't right, they're just not going to work. So you got to actively build this mindset. It all starts with asking yourself a really important question. What does financial freedom actually mean to me? What's my why? When you get crystal clear on that, that's your superpower. That's what helps you say no to that impulse buy today for a much bigger prize down the road. It's your shield against those get-rich-quick schemes and the fuel that keeps you going. All right, so once we've got our head in the game, it's time to build a solid foundation. This is all about playing defense. Think of it this way. You got to plug the leaks in the boat before you try to sail across the ocean, right? Same idea here. And this foundation has 3 key pillars. And trust me, the order matters. Step 1, track your money. We got to know where it's going. Step 2, eliminate bad debt, the stuff that's pulling you backward. And step 3, build an emergency fund. That's your shield. Let's take a closer look at each one. First things first, you can't grow what you don't measure. It's that simple. Just taking 30 days to actually track where your money goes, I'm telling you, it can be a huge eye-opener. It's how you go from having this leaky bucket where you don't know where the cash is disappearing to having a pipeline that you are completely in control of. Okay, next, we gotta go after the bad debt. We're talking high-interest credit cards, anything that's actively working against you. And you basically have 2 main ways to do this. There's the snowball method, which is all about psychology. You knock out the smallest debts first to get those quick wins and build momentum. Then there's the avalanche method, which is pure math. You tackle the highest interest debt first, which saves you the most money in the long run. So, which one is better? Honestly, the one you'll actually stick with. And the last piece of that solid foundation, your financial safety net, your emergency fund. This is what turns a potential catastrophe into just an inconvenience. We're talking 3 to 6 months of your essential living expenses sitting in a separate, easy-to-access savings account. Now, this isn't an investment. Think of it as insurance. It's the peace of mind that protects all the progress you're about to make. Okay, foundation is secure. Awesome. Now we get to switch from playing defense to playing offense. This is part 3, making your money work. This is where we start building. This, right here, is where the real magic happens. So many people think investing is just for the super rich, but it's the other way around. It's how you build wealth. And listen, your single greatest asset isn't a huge pile of money. It's time. The more time your money has to grow, the more powerful it becomes. And for most of us starting out, this isn't complicated stuff. It's just about consistently putting money into simple, low-cost things like index funds. I mean, just take a look at this. This is the power of compounding. It's an incredible concept. Basically, it's when your money starts making money, and then that money starts making its own money. You can see here, saving $100 a month is great, but investing that same $100, it's a completely different universe over time. The growth isn't a straight line. It curves up, it accelerates. This is the engine that builds real wealth. Now, investing is your long-term engine, but what's the accelerator pedal? It's growing your income. Think about it. There's only so much you can cut from your budget, right? But there's technically no limit to how much you can earn. So whether that's learning a new skill, finally asking for that raise, or starting a little side hustle, earning more is what pours fuel on the fire. Okay, so we've got the mindset, we've built the foundation, and we've fired up the growth engine. So what's the last piece? This is the big one. This is the master principle, the glue that holds this entire thing together and makes it actually work in the real world. And it's really simple. It all comes down to one thing: consistency. Look, this isn't some 30-day diet or a quick fix. This is about building a lifestyle. The real secret to all of this isn't finding the perfect stock or getting lucky. It's the kind of boring, quiet discipline of taking small, smart steps over and over and over again. That's what creates the massive results you're looking for. So let's put it all together. Here's your 7-step blueprint. 1. Build the right mindset. 2. Track and control your money. 3. Get rid of that bad debt. 4. Build your emergency fund. 5. Invest early and consistently. 6. Grow your income. And the big one, 7. Stay consistent and always keep learning. That's it. That's the path. You know, the beautiful thing about this plan is that it's simple. None of this is rocket science. Anyone can do this. But just knowing it doesn't change anything, right? Knowledge without action is just entertainment. The single most important day to start is today. So I want to leave you with a question, just one. Look back at that list. Which one step, just one, are you going to start this week? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to see what you're focusing on. Hey, if this little guide was helpful for you, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next. And maybe share this with one friend who you think is ready to start their journey too. Thanks for tuning in, and let's get to work.